You can see right there, someone made a tier list based on how good they think each legend can cook. His name is Kuntarun Kito. Go check him out. Thank you for the tier list. So, the reasoning behind using someone else's is because, one, it's more fun to review someone else's, and two, I'm too lazy to make my own. Now, before we get into reviewing the tier list, leave a like and subscribe. Show some support, please. I'm trying to grow a YouTube channel here. Alright, let's do this. Most importantly, join the r/Cliffy subreddit. But yeah, the Apex Legends subreddits are pretty lit. You guys would probably enjoy that type of stuff, so check them out. Now, once again, let's get this video started. Heck. Okay, so first legend is Caustic. Now, I think that he's definitely right. Caustic S tier makes sense. The scientific process, you gotta repeat procedures, that type of stuff. So just I think Caustic most definitely can cook. Also, he's with Gibby in the fortified, so those are some big boys, and big boys didn't get big from nothing. Now next is Gibby. Gibby is a given. He's definitely S tier, not because he's overweight, but because in the game, Gibby tells us lots of times that he is a home cook. Now the next one is Revenant. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. While yes, it makes sense that Revenant would be a good cook because he's been on the earth so long, Revenant doesn't have to eat, so why would he cook? Two, Revenant would probably poison anything he cooks, intentionally or unintentionally, because remember, Revenant woke up and started his day by shaving with a piece of glass. Like, he doesn't even, so I'm just trying to say that he's not in his right mind. So, don't know. I'd put him in F probably. Just based off of those things alone, though. He could be an S, no doubt, because he's so old. He's been on the earth for so long. Why not be a good cook? Now, it's interesting he put Bloodhound in A. I don't understand why he did that. I mean, maybe Bloodhound can cook. Bloodhound's a hunter, so Bloodhound can definitely break down the food. But as far as hunters being good chefs, I don't see the correlation. But maybe Bloodhound is mentioned as a good cook. Next, Horizon A makes sense. Horizon's a mom, and she's also got the same thing going on as Revenant. Like she's like over 100 years old. So just that being said, A makes sense. A or B for Horizon, no doubt. Pathfinder, this next one makes zero sense to me. Pathfinder doesn't have to eat, and Pathfinder is an AI. I mean, just the way that we've created AI, and like, look at all those like movies written by AIs. They like scour, and they have so much like that. Honestly, I feel like if Pathfinder tried to make something, like he could watch a YouTube video and replicate it, sure, and then okay, sure. But if he wanted to start making like food for himself, I don't think he would quite grasp the concept of taste. Next is Seer, the Igbo man. So I guess it's just he got some culture. He can cook. I don't know. I don't see why not. He's cooking for his significant other, right? Isn't he with the blind girl or something like that? I don't know. Okay, Lifeline is in B, and I can see why. I think Lifeline would actually probably be an A or an S just because her job. I think she would enjoy cooking. She looks like the type of person that enjoys cooking. She's always like vibing out to music and fucking just, she seems like an S, but okay. Next is Bangalore. I think she could be a B. Then Crypto. I don't understand. I think Crypto should definitely be an A or an S just because he's a Korean man and their cuisine is very good. I mean, think about the fact that the most Michelin stars belong to Japan, and Korea and Japan have very similar cultures. Well, eh. But also just the fact that he's an older brother, so I figure he would be handling cooking. I don't know. And also the fact that he's been alone for so long, who's cooking for him. Fuse, he makes sense to be a B. The Aussie man reviews, he's definitely a B. Yeah, he's a B. Now, Mirage is in C, and that is one that I do not appreciate. It's not because I'm a Mirage main, but think about it. He owns a bar, and he has to cook for Rotten Ramia. I only call her Rotten because she still owes him for rent, and she still owes him for tab. So, he's just literally letting her live with him. And he probably cooks for Wraith. And just the fact that he owns a bar, he knows how to mix drinks, which makes me think, why would he not be a good chef? So next is Natalie. They put Watson in C tier. I don't see why not. But then again, her dad died at a very young age, so she had to learn how to cook for herself. And that's kind of I think I'd have to put her higher, just simply because I know myself. I had to start cooking pretty much for myself whenever my parents whenever I moved away from them. So, and even before that, I was interested in cooking, but just that idea, the concept of having to cook for yourself, you don't want to eat bad food. So, most people who live alone usually can cook fairly well. Also, I just forgot two major factors that would boost Watson up, and she should be an S. One, the same logic for Caustic. Watson is a scientist, well, she's a really good engineer. And then two, Watson's from France, right? She's like French, and they have a lot of Michelin stars. Next is Rampart, and while I want to say, oh, look at her culture, Rampart's a very her personality type, she's like pretty much the average person. She doesn't seem to have the most motivation. She seems like she doesn't have her shit together. She acts very childish. I like Rampart. She's one of my favorite characters, personality wise. But you know, I mean, it's okay to acknowledge that you're not the most responsible person, and Rampart is not a responsible person, so I could understand if she just buys like frozen food and like just she never has time to cook or anything. And I can understand that Mirage probably cooks for Rampart. She doesn't even pay rent or tab. Okay, I don't get this tier list very much anymore. At first I thought there was like some logic behind it, but now that I'm looking at it, why is she in the D tier? Like personality wise and even just her character wise, like she's a Portuguese woman and she grew up in foster care, basically just running around in the streets stealing stuff from random families, bouncing from house to house. So Loba had to cook for herself, no doubt, at multiple points in her life, and I don't understand the logic, especially with her just being a Portuguese woman. Like, she has to be able to cook. What is that? Is that wrong? Can I say that? I don't know. Next is Valk. I don't mind Valk being D tier. Valk definitely doesn't look like she can cook. She doesn't act like she can cook either. She just drinks beer and eats ramen. Next is Wraith. I have no idea why Wraith is so low, because I mean, she seems like a smart person, but that doesn't necessarily mean she can cook. So I don't mind her being this low because she really has like no personality. Wraith is just a go get the mission done type of girl. And Octane being so low is offensive. You can't put Octane this low and have this list be taken seriously, because we go to Casa de Octane and drink cold ones all the time. And we know Octane can make some good street food, no doubt. If he wants to be a casual beer drinker, then he can most likely cook some pretty good like appetizers and that type of stuff. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. We can do this type of content all the time. I don't know. I like this. It was fun to record this video. Peace out, boys. r/Cliffy. Join it. Also, let me know in the comments, does this count? Is this a 360 no scope, or is it not because I hit the ground? Also, another thanks to Kutarin Keto. check out the Reddit, boys and girls. Peace out.